Hey, Cheryl.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm great. I haven't seen so many feet in months.
I know. Socks, as we were talking about socks.
I know. We talked about I had to buy new shoes and Matt had to buy new socks.
Got my birthday socks on. So Cheryl, you are Senior Vice President of Team Member Experience and IT Strategy for Dell. So you really have to sort of thread this needle where you need to make the experience of being a Dell employee better, hopefully more productive, but also do it within the context and the framework of your broader IT strategy. So tell me a little bit, what has surprised you most about the way Dell workers collaborated over the past 2 years, and how much of those might be new habits or were just sort of adaptations they made during the pandemic? In other words, how much is going to stick and how much may have just been sort of the way we shifted over the past 2 years?
Yeah, I think a ton is going to stick, and I'm actually super excited about that. So I should clarify, I'm in IT, I'm not in HR, so I know we've had a lot of HR conversations earlier today. The Dell environment, the Dell employee base has been incredibly resilient, like I think all of our employees have been. We have learned new tools to engage each other, to be productive over the last 2 years. And the longer and longer kind of COVID went on, knocking on wood that we're nearing the end of it, the more those became new habits. And there isn't a whole lot of appetite at all to go back to the way that we were before. So we were talking earlier, our offices opened their doors in the US this week, Monday actually. And pleased to say that it's been a kind of a quiet opening, which in IT, if you're in IT, what you want is quiet. That's all you really want out of life is quiet. So, people are welcome to come into the office. They're also, welcome to continue working the way that they have been for the last couple of years. And we support that from the top down, which I think is incredibly important because the fear of missing out is real. And so if CEOs and C-suite and senior vice presidents and vice presidents all start coming back into the office more rather than less, you'll see that trickle down throughout the culture of the company. And we've made commitments to ourselves, my team, my own team, and my manager's team, our CDO. We've made commitments that said, hey, if we can't have everybody in the office, then we're going to do a video conference because it's the most equitable way we can talk with each other. Everybody has the same face on a video conference, and you're not missing body contact, body language, which is so important when you're presenting and you're like, stop, right? You can't tell that when you're remote and someone else is in the room. And we love that we can chat during the meetings and you can quietly, send a message to one of your peers and have them clarify something that you might not be willing to do out loud, right? You don't want to call yourself out, but you can have that dialogue. You can make jokes, you can bond, you can do all those things over our collaboration tools that have just taken off throughout the pandemic.
Yeah, and I think you said you use Zoom for calls.
We believe in choice, so we do use Zoom for conferencing. We use Teams pervasively. You can video call through Teams as well. We use Slack for our developer community who really believe that's the best tool fit for purpose for them. So we do have a lot of choice in our collaboration tools, and we use them all to their best of their capabilities. And I think it's fundamentally changed everything. We had the foundation laid for really Teams especially, and coming into COVID, and the adoption just took off.
So a lot of things.
Yeah, like a catalyst. Yeah, absolutely.
But there are some things you're holding off on. We talked a little bit about how, for example, looking at your conference rooms, you're not really going to do any big refits until the second half of this year, correct? Because you want to see how people interact with that.
Yeah,
Tell us about that. Yeah,
I think it's super important. We don't really know what's going to happen over the next few months. Again, we've opened our doors. We've welcomed people back. I think different parts of the world are going to have different experiences as well. So we're kind of holding off and waiting and see. We did do, I will tell you, if you have a friend in HR, facilities, or IT, you ought to give them a virtual hug or high five, because those teams have been working really, really hard throughout the pandemic to make sure people are prepared to be productive, whether it's in the office or not. You know, we did work with facilities and HR around tools like a reservation system for desks, and we created neighborhoods where people could come in and actually find each other, right? Because we thought that was really important.
I've heard that's very popular.
But our conference rooms, what we said is, hey, open your fabulous PC that we happen to make, and get on with us on video, and then it doesn't matter where you are. So that's what we're encouraging the teams to do. We will take a look and see how the facilities are being used over the next few months and make some investments where it's appropriate for things like multi-camera technology, so that, again, we can have parity of experience, which I think is so important. We had a large number of remote employees prior to the pandemic, and a significant number we were talking about that chose to work from home, particularly on Friday. Friday was a big popular day to work from home. But our behavior was different. So even though we had a large remote workforce and we had flexible work hours, video wasn't used as pervasively as it is today. I don't think we were as inclusive about getting everybody's feedback and comments. Again, we weren't using the chat functionality in the meetings. And so I don't think our team members are gonna have any tolerance for going back to the way it was before. Everybody has a voice. Everybody loves having a voice. And that's what we've been experiencing.
And that voice is so interesting. We're talking about Zoom, we're talking about Slack, we're talking about Teams, and so many of those platforms are second nature to us now. But one thing you told me struck me. You said, good collaboration, good virtual collaboration is like a relationship, right?
Yeah.
You got to work on it. It requires work. So you have to put the time in to stay connected. So there's obviously a huge human element here. How do you do that within your role?
Yeah. I think, like any relationship, what do you give people to show them you really care about them? You give them your time. And it's the exact same in the work relationship. So what's different now is that I'm not necessarily gonna run into you in the hall and be able to catch up for a few minutes and say, oh, we should go grab lunch in a couple of weeks. I actually have to think about it and reach out. So, for me, and for our organizations, we have a weekly coffee. I think lots of people, happy hours didn't go so well, but the coffees in the morning went pretty well. Office hours, which is really, we'll keep a conference open, drop in and either chat or ask a question. I'm committed to having often and frequent one-on-ones with my team. I have a new executive that works for me that's doing incredibly well, but I meet with him every single week, right, to make sure that there's the support there and that we have great open dialogue. I talk to him every day, but I meet with him every week. And so I think you have to put forth the effort, like any great relationship, and nurture it. And that is a bit different in this world versus the more casual world of seeing everybody in the office.
And then how do you manage your global workforce? You have a lot of your staff
IT
in Malaysia, India.
We do.
Talk to me
Great
about
teams there.
What works there in terms of...
So again, this is one of the reasons why, in IT, we won't go back to the way we were before, where we had a population sitting in a conference room in Austin, maybe a population sitting in a conference room in Boston area, and then several people on the phone, because we weren't getting the type of interaction between the teams that we can get over a video conference. We try to be conscientious of our time zones. It's difficult, especially in Malaysia. There's a huge difference there. But we have global hours that we try to maintain. So, for example, 7 to 10 a.m. are kind of global hours where you can have global meetings. But we really don't want our team, on any meeting past 10 a.m. Central Time if we can help it. We definitely don't have global meetings on Friday mornings. There's nothing worse than having a meeting on Friday night. So why would we do that to our, our wonderful population that works in other parts of the world? So those are things that we do to try to balance. We also stay connected. We have group chats, right? Where we talk about business or about things people need to know, but we also celebrate each other's birthdays and maybe give each other a little bit of a hard time. I'm sure they're watching this now and probably making fun of me on that Teams chat right there. So,
of course not. Never. Well, I'm gotta mention the M word, the metaverse. Everyone's talking about it. You are in IT, so it's definitely a fair question here. I mean, is it going to change how we work, or is it just going to be another tool that we incorporate into our, daily existence?
I think it has the potential to change how we work. I think it'll first be another tool we incorporate into our daily existence. So my specialty in IT is our team member experience. So that's our collaboration platforms, taking care of our PCs, making sure you can be productive at home or in the office. And what we've looked at it for is, how could it change the way we meet with each other, right? And so could we virtually all be looking at the same whiteboard and collaborating together? Frankly, I think it has a little ways to go, right? It's a pretty invasive headset that you have to wear right now. I don't know that it would be, and fairly expensive as well. So, I think it's got a ways to go for small form factor and comfort. And then probably, a little bit of cultural dynamics there too. I can tell you if somebody asked me to put on a VR headset for my next meeting, it would be a novelty for a little while, but it wouldn't be something I would naturally do, whereas my 11-year-old would be like all in for that all day long. So, as we start to prepare for the next generation of Dell employees, we have to be thinking about what they might want to do and how they might want to work also.
Our 11-year-old and my 13-year-old are playing Minecraft. So
I know, they're all ready. They're totally.
Yeah. You mentioned the expense and the cost of those headsets. It gets me thinking about ROI. And when you look at a new piece of technology, how do you figure out whether it's going to be worth the cost from a team member experience, an employee experience point of view? Are you going to base it on how much their productivity improves or their employee engagement improves? They're just sort of happier at work. And how do you figure out, how much of that was due to this new Slack channel and how much of it is due to, their boss just, maybe being nicer to them or something like that? So how do you gauge that ROI?
We certainly, look at all the same trends that HR looks at relative to retention. We have an internal survey that talks about tools and processes. We, in my own organization, do a quarterly survey, so a lot more rapid feedback around how our discrete IT services are performing. I'm happy to tell you that we hit our highest employee satisfaction with IT during the pandemic last quarter, which is crazy, amazing to me. And so, we take a lot of feedback. We have more channels, Teams channels, Slack channels that we open up to employees to hear what they might be needing. It's like any investment. You're right, you're not necessarily going to be able to track it down to dollars and cents, but I believe, and one of the reasons why I love this job so much, is that the technology that we're able to provide, the experience that our employees have with not only the tool sets, but also our, fabulous technology that we sell to customers, is a retention tool for us. So when we provide a great experience for the employees and you couple that with a fantastic policies from HR and culture that the leadership has created, that's really powerful and attracting and retaining the right people. So one without the other doesn't work. If you have the right policies but not the culture or the technology, it doesn't matter, right? And vice versa. So, my piece of now I'm biased, right? I do this for a living and I love what I do, but I think bringing the right technology to the teams is hugely important in how we let them live their lives, right? I love the transition that we're seeing to focusing on the whole person. So for me, I'm a mom. I have an 11-year-old and a 13-year-old, and I'm a wife, and I'm a daughter. And we talk about work-life balance, but to me that implies there are these pieces you're all trying to keep in the air. And I'll tell you, all those pieces come together, and I bring them all to work every day. Sometimes it's a hot mess, not gonna lie, right? But it's my whole self. And so, unlocking the power through the policies, the culture, and the technology to allow me to be my whole self every day is, I think, what's so great.
And you talk about the stuff that you're selling, the products, of course.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's what Dell is doing. Has the experience of Dell's own employees perhaps in any way shaped or influenced what it's actually selling?
Absolutely.
To
We
the
have
end,
a great...
to me as a customer
Yeah,
buying a
absolutely.
laptop?
We have a great relationship with our product group. Basically, if you can work at our enterprise, you can work anywhere in the world. I have 150,000 employees that we're managing, a fleet of over 150,000 PCs. We use our own technology in our own data centers. We use our own private cloud. All of that comes through our Dell Digital, which is our IT organization. And we have a great feedback loop to our product groups who really value our feedback. And in fact, in the partners that I have with PG, they'll stop a launch if we get feedback, if we give them feedback that there's a problem, because they know if we're going to see that problem, other people are going to see it. So it's a great relationship. I think it's a great advantage for us to be able to use and provide feedback on the things that we're going to sell to customers. We have a little program we call Dell Digital Proven, which is led out of my organization, which is really where we talk IT practitioner to IT practitioner. Sorry for that. You can tell I'm not an expert.
That's all right.
About IT and the challenges and the products. And this is a little plug for hybrid or virtual, but before we used to engage about 2,000 customers through this IT Proven program a year. Last year it was 10,500, right? So just the breadth of the amount of conversations you're able to have, I think is,
Well, let's make room for more conversations. Thanks so much for your time,
Thank you so much.
Cheryl.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, everyone.